We're glad to have you here with us as we kick off a brand new week of Let's Chat. Amelia Greer stepping up to the plate here in just a few minutes. First of all, we get to spend a few moments now with Dr. Tiffany Ahlberg. And of course, you have seen her here before with Ahlberg Audiology up in Cleveland. Dr. Ahlberg, always good to see you.
Good to see you too, Chip.
Tell me a little bit exactly about what an audiologist is and what you do.
So in our office, we primarily are looking at hearing issues. So we do hearing testing of all ages. We do hearing aids. We do cochlear implants. So that is most of the services that we provide in our office.
So the options we have are a lot broader than they were just a few years ago.
Oh,
right?
yes. With all the digital technology and now with the new AI technology that's available in hearing devices, there's so many more things that we can do for people's hearing loss.
Tell me a little bit about the AI technology.
So as it's evolving and getting more and more into all of the electronics and hearing devices, it's able to really analyze the environment and pick the voices out of the environment so that we're able to hear more of that voice that we want to hear and not as much of the sounds around that we don't want to hear.
What is one of the biggest or several of the biggest misunderstandings or misconceptions, if you will, when it comes to hearing loss?
So one of the things I hear the most is, I don't have trouble hearing. I can hear. I just can't understand. So I think a lot of times if we think about a piano or a musical instrument and it has different keys, and all of those keys combine to make music, a melody. The same thing is happening with speech. So all of our speech is not the same frequency. So some of the vowels are low pitch bass sounds, some of the consonants are high pitched tinny sounds. So sometimes people just have a harder time hearing like maybe the consonants and not the vowels. And so that makes everything sound real muffled. And so that's why they can hear but not understand.
So through one of your various devices, and of course after a thorough examination, you were able to make things a lot more even. Is that a fair statement?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, tinnitus, talk to us about this. What is it and how do we get past it?
So one of the biggest reasons people will have tinnitus is because of the deprivation of certain sounds that the brain is no longer getting. So the ear is usually stimulating and all of the different frequency. The human ear hears from 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. So if it's deprived of certain frequencies that it's no longer hearing, the brain makes up a sound of its own. Over time, that almost becomes a record that plays in the brain. So I always tell my patients it's half ear, half brain. It starts with the deprivation that the ear is not giving the brain, but then the brain kind of takes over and it starts to play the same sound over and over again.
And you're able to help your patients with that, right?
So I always tell them hearing or tinnitus is treatable, manageable. It's not curable.
Right.
So we're able to give back those frequencies that someone has lost the ability or the audibility for, and that often will keep that brain satisfied that it's hearing the sounds that it's used to be able to hear.
Can hearing loss be hereditary?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Is much of it hereditary?
I would say it's sort of like vision loss. You have you're predisposed to either acquiring it faster. Some people may be 40 before they have to wear glasses, whereas someone else may have vision loss in middle school or elementary school.
Right.
And the same holds true with hearing loss. People can have different acquisition stages, and some of them will start earlier and others will be later in life. So definitely a hereditary predisposition to that.
How do we know if we have hearing loss?
Most of the time it is more of your friends and family that notice it more than you do, and it's saying it's having to get closer to people, it's having trouble hearing when you're in background noise, it's having the TV louder than other people would need it, and then it's family complaining you can't hear. So those are the three most common.
And a lot of times we force hearing loss upon ourselves because of lifestyle habits, listening to things too loud, being in places that are too loud for too long when we shouldn't be.
That is absolutely correct.
For the average individual, I know that's kind of a broad brush, when do we need to start having our hearing evaluated regularly?
I would say 50 is that age where I feel like everyone should have at least a baseline hearing test to see where they are, unless you're having issues before that.
Right. How do we get in touch with you and your team for more information?
So our number in Cleveland is 423-641-0956. And our number in Athens is 423-212-9110.
Dr. Ahlberg, always a pleasure having you here on Let's Chat.
Thank you,
We hope
Chip.
you'll come back and join us. We hope you will join us as well. We'll be back on the other side of this quick break.